Today's lesson is on one of my favorite of all time lessons in my favorite standard, and this is algebra, and it is called the order of operations. The order of operations is just as it sounds. You have to do operations in a certain order to get a correct answer. So basically, it's a process to simplify expressions. Remember, simplify means solve. Expressions is a fancy mathematical term for a number sentence without an equal sign. And then I definitely put in this very important information that order matters. If you do not follow the order, you will not get the correct answer. So when we're doing a multi-operational problem, we start looking at parentheses. So parentheses is a grouping symbol. So we're going to take a look at all the grouping symbols that you need to be aware of that you may see. So, of course, there's parentheses. Then there's this here, and we call this braces, and then this is a grouping symbol, and we call these brackets. You'll see mostly parentheses and brackets, but you could see braces as well. When you see parentheses, what you should do is imagine that it's screaming at you with that parentheses, so it's putting its parentheses hands around its mouth saying, do me first, I'm the first operation that you need to do. Then after you find your parentheses, then you look for exponents, and if they might be in parentheses, so you would do them within the parentheses. Whatever is in parentheses is what you do before you keep going, but you follow the order of operations then as well. So next it would be exponents. And remember, we learned that one yesterday. Exponents is a number to a certain power, so n squared, or maybe it's n to the third, or cubed that we learned. Next, we have these operations, the operation of multiply or divide. Now, I'm going to put a brace here. It's not going to tell us to do me first or anything, but we have the brace. And the reason why they're together like this rather than separated is because we need to determine which one we would do. Well, because these are inverse operations, the way to solve is you look at your expression from left to right, just like you do when we read from left to right, and whichever operation comes first, that's what you're going to do first. So left to right, whichever comes first. Oops, ever comes first. Let's make sure it's on my page. Yes. So, okay, so first I look for parentheses and I do whatever's in the parentheses. Then I go to exponents. After I'm done with exponents, I then go to multiply or divide, whichever comes first. The only thing that's left is add and subtract. And again, it kind of works very similar to multiply and divide. We look right to left, just like we do when we read, and whichever comes first in our expression is the operation that we perform. Now, we have PEMDAS. We call that Pemdas. That's the acronym. Well, a mnemonic to help you remember it is often used. It's please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. But the one I like is parents email Mrs. Dawson after school. Thank you, Abby, for coming up with that a couple years ago. So what we're going to do is practice this with a few different problems because it can be very different. So please remember, make sure that you pause and you write down and listen to what's happening, and then you can write it down or write as we go. So why did I highlight this? Because if you do everything mentally and you decide that you're not going to write down each operation as you go, you probably will get it wrong, and I don't want that to happen. So let's take a look at this problem here. So the first thing I do, I look at my PEMDAS. Remember, parentheses, exponents. Multiply, divide, whichever comes first. Add, subtract, whichever comes first. So I'm going to start here. And I'm going to look and say no parentheses. P, no parentheses. I'm going to move on to E. Oop, yep, that would be the first thing I'm going to do. Now this is an exponent, 2 squared. So that means 2 times 2. So I would write 4. That's one operation. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write down the rest of my problem. Okay, so I do, like I said, one operation at a time. Okay, so now I'm going to look left to right, and it looks like addition. But wait, first parentheses, then exponents, then multiply and divide. Is there multiplication in this problem? Yes. So no, I'm not going to do the adding. I'm going to do the multiplying. So 6 times 4 is 24. So I'm not done because I have to finish up. Now I do my adding because that's the last operation in the order of operations. So 18 plus 24 is 42. Perfect. Okay, let's take a look at exercise 2 or example 2. So this time looks almost identical, doesn't it? However, I have my parentheses. So let's see what a big difference that's going to make. So parentheses is first, so I take 18 plus 6, and that makes it 20. Oops, I wanted to do it in red so that you can see that that's my first operation. And then I take 2 squared. Notice I went to parentheses and did whatever operation was inside parentheses. Next, I look and I see exponents. Hey, I have one. And that is 2 times 2, which equals 4. So that means I take 24 times 4. Well, now I just have one operation of multiplication, and 24 times 4 is 96. So there's my answer. Okay, so we're going to show a couple other problems here. Oh, I know, you're looking at this and you're saying, Mrs. Dawson, you're crazy. How can you think that I would be able to do this? Don't worry, you can. So I have my Pemdas written here, and I recommend you do that. And you know that you first do parentheses, then you do exponents, then whichever comes first, multiply, divide, whichever comes first, add or subtract. So I'm going to start with my parentheses. That's parentheses and that's parentheses. Well, I start on the outside and I work my way in. Okay, so now I have exponents and subtraction. Which one would I do first? This one, because exponents come before subtraction. So I'm going to rewrite my whole entire problem, excepting I'm going to solve for this. So 10 squared is 10 times 10, which equals 100. And I'm going to continue writing the rest of my problem. All right, so oops, that's minus 8. I didn't finish writing my problem inside my parentheses. So next, I go back. It's like I have a brand new expression. I go back and I look again. I'm still at parentheses, but I start on the outer ones and I go to the inside. So 100 minus 8, I do that operation, is 92. Oop. So now I'm going to make sure I put my brackets, plus 1 times 3. Okay, so I'm still not done. My parentheses, which is a grouping symbol, I still have my brackets. Now I can rewrite these as brackets, or I could just use parentheses. They're both synonymous, so that's okay. It's just to recognize that there are two different ones. So I go right here. That's the next step. 92 plus 1 is 93. Then I multiply that by 3, and I get 279. Not as difficult as you thought, huh? Okay, well, here's another one with multi-operations. As long as I'm following Pemdas, I think I'm going to be fine. So here, I look. I'm not starting here. I can look left to right, but my parentheses are screaming at me, do me first. So there I go. Uh-oh, but I have exponents and multiplication. Well, oh, exponents comes first, so that's fine. And I know when I'm doing exponents, that means the base times the base, and I end up with 9. I'm going to rewrite the whole entire problem. so I know what to do next. Nothing is done mentally. I have my problem. It's as though it's rewritten down, and I look again. Parentheses, still there. Yay. So I do 9 times 2, which is 18. I no longer need my parentheses. So I just keep writing the rest of the problem. Okay, so now I have this problem as I'm simplifying down, and no parentheses, no exponents. Great. So now I move on to multiply, divide, whichever comes first. Well, there's divide and add, so no choice. I just go ahead and do 36 divided by 3, which is 12. Now I'm at add and subtract. So I will add 18. So what is my answer? 12. Oops, that was supposed to be in red. Sorry, guys. 12 plus 18 is 30. I want to do one more because this one is a little bit different. So we have a numerator and a denominator. And so what we do is we work these separately. So when we have a fraction, we always start here, then here. So this is start, then, and you divide last because every fractional amount is division. Divide last. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to start with my numerator. In Pemdas, I start with parentheses. There are none. I'm going to go to my exponent. There it is. So that means 7 times 7. So I end up with 49 minus 13, which ends up being 49 minus 13 is 36. Oh. So there's my numerator. Now I'm going to go to my denominator. It is 24 minus 18, which is 6. Oh, so let me just move it right over to here. So actually 36 divided by 6 equals 6. And there's my answer. That is my favorite lesson, the order of operations.